human consciousness into a much more purer consciousness, death would have become a matter of past. Death would have become a myth. Death is there, the epitome of ignorance, because we do not know ourselves. We do not know that we are immortals. This truth, which was India's great treasure, had its echo also in a few of the distant civilizations, as you know. Let us take, for example, the legend or the myth of Sphinx. I am sure most of you must have read the story of Sphinx in your younger days. On a roadside, on a hillock, there sits a strange creature, the face of a woman, the body of a lion, the paws of a dog, a serpent for its tail. And whoever passes by, the strange creature puts this question to the passerby: answer my riddle, or you forfeit your life. What is your riddle? Tell me the name of the creature who walks in the morning on 4 legs. As the day grows, he walks on 2 legs. In the evening, he walks on 3 legs. Now, who can answer this question? Even if the entire world of knowledge is in your mind, such a creature, nobody can answer. And the moment sun goes down, this terrible Sphinx pounces upon that helpless passerby traveler and tears him asunder, kills him. One day the great hero Oedipus happened to pass by. When Sphinx puts the same question to him, his instant answer is simple: I am the answer. Now it is Sphinx which is taken aback. What do you mean by you are the answer? I, the man, in the morning of my life, when I was a child, I crawl on all fours, 2 hands and 2 legs. As the day grows, means when I grow, I walk on 2 legs. In the evening of my life, I take recourse to a stick, I walk on 3 legs. The moment he has answered this question, Sphinx jumps to its own death. What a great symbolism. Death evaporates, death disappears. The very composition of Sphinx is also unreal. Not a creature, face of a woman, body of a lion, etc., etc. Now, death is an illusion which we nurture because we do not know ourselves. The day man knows himself, death proves to be totally unreal. It does not exist. Now, the great truth of the riddle of Sphinx is a famous phrase in Sri Aurobindo's works. And now, we find out that what exactly did the seer poets of our epics retain in themselves, or what instrument they used for such characters to become always ever living, always evergreen and ever appealing. The vision of a secret vision of human destiny. Man's life is not limited to a particular span of a few years. It is something which goes on and on. To use the traditional language, come down from Paramatma, the Supreme Soul. Our Atma is struggling again to release itself from the bondage to ignorance and recover the true self, which again is Paramatma. There are many ways in Indian spiritual history you can achieve this kind of merger with Paramatma by escaping from life. But Sri Aurobindo also said, why did Creator create this world at all? Why this magnificent life, if at all we have to escape from this life? There must be an alternative vision also. The vision of transformation. The vision of one day the human ambitions becoming aspirations, human desires becoming invocations of some truth, and our satisfaction like in the ultimate realization of the truth. And the life itself, the world, the earth will become then the divine's practical home, the earthly abode of the Supreme. Now, Mahabharata does not end with the victory of the Pandavas. It continues. Mahaprasthana is there. The quest goes on and on and on. In Ramayana, though Valmiki ended Ramayana with Rama's coronation, look here, one of his disciples added a postscript chapter. It is not Valmiki's. The last canto of Ramayana, as you get the Ramayana copy today, you can easily find out the difference when you compare the language. It is not Valmiki's. But this disciple of Valmiki, who added the postscript chapter, is a great satirist. Sita, truth incarnate, Satya, emerging out of earth. Sita was found by King Janaka from the earth. Protected by Janaka, the father consciousness. And left in the custody of Rama, the divine incarnation. Still, such is the craftiness of hostile forces, she could be kidnapped. With mighty great earthly struggle, earth is a reality, problems of earth is a reality, one has to fight on this earth. With earthly struggle, Rama recovered her. But the human deficiency, our lack of trust, faith, our intolerance did not allow her to stay with us. As you know, when Sita has been exiled and again recovered, again Rama has found her, she has come. For the satisfaction of the people, she is asked, why don't you perform Agni Pariksha again? People will understand that you are pure. First time she underwent the Agni Pariksha out of her own free will. Now the mob demands her to demonstrate a miracle. Why should she oblige this blind mob? Better she goes back to the earth from which she had come. We did not deserve her. Humanity did not deserve her. So this is the postscript of Ramayana, a mighty great satire, which is a reminder that we are yet to develop in our heart that intuitive perception, that vision by which we can distinguish truth from hypocrisy. Dear friends, how many spiritual mystic experiences have bloomed in the hearts of later creative writers because of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Mighty truths which cannot be easily explained through doctrines and theories, while retelling the stories in their own language. The local traditions have been incorporated by the local poets, and their realization of certain truths have again manifested through their narratives. I will conclude giving you two examples. Now, one is a story from a prakshipta version, a retold version of the Ramayana. War, Rama is back in Ajodhya, and along with him, a troop of monkeys have come, Banaras have come. They are merrymaking there, everything is, all are in a happy mood. It is a moonlit night. In front of the Ajodhya palace, the Banaras are enjoying their dinner. One young Banaro presses in the vegetable, in the curry, a bean or a kind of berry, and the seed jumps up. And suddenly the young Banaro is telling this berry, you are showing me how to jump. Look here how to jump. And he jumps up. And the next Banaro says, oh, this is all. See how to jump. And he jumps. Everybody tries to excel each other, jumping up and up, higher and higher. In one corner there sits Hanuman, calm and quiet, looking at this farcical situation. Jambavan goes near him and says, Hanumanji, why don't you once jump and put them to shame? Tell them what real jump means. Hanuman does not answer. Again he goes. But again Hanuman remains quiet. Third time when he says that, One sentence Hanuman utters, my dear friend, I do not have the right to spend even an iota of my energy unless it is for the service of my Lord. A mighty great truth inspired by the Ramayana, a local poet of a regional language, he reveals it to humanity. The next sample I will give from the Mahabharata. At the end of Mahabharata war, Rama is now quietly and peacefully administering the kingdom at Dwaraka. Now one day, everything is peaceful, there is no problem. And then one young boy runs into the court and tells Rama, Maharaj, O king, see how another boy who was playing with me has slapped me. Oh, Rama sees really there is a patch of red on his cheek. He has been very cruelly slapped. Suddenly he stands up as if shivering with anger. Where is that boy? Who is that boy? All the courtiers are stunned. This is Krishna. I'm speaking of Krishna. Did I make a mistake, Rama? I'm sorry. Krishna. So when Krishna stands up, agitated, all are surprised. This is our king who remained so calm, quiet and practical in the great Kurukshetra war. Now because the little boy has, and two boys have quarreled and one has slapped him, he becomes so agitated. What's the problem? But nobody can say anything. Krishna goes out to the road and they follow him. Krishna asks the boy, where is that boy? But that boy has escaped. And somebody tells Krishna, sir, that boy lives at the outskirts of the town near the Shiva temple with an old man, his grandfather. All right, let me see that grandfather and tell him what his grandson has done. Krishna goes, all the courtiers and ministers are following him. Somebody's run ahead of them and informed the old man, your time is up. Now the king is coming and he will naturally order for your execution. Your grandson has done a cruel deed to another boy. The old man with folded hands has come out of his heart. Krishna's procession reaches there. Krishna looks at the old man and simply says, look what your grandson has done to this boy. Look. Silence. Krishna turns back. Everybody goes back. People are surprised to say this much. Our king took this trouble of walking 1 kilometer. What's the matter? Nobody understood what happened between the old man and Krishna. The old man was blind. He was residing there simply with the hope of listening to Krishna's footsteps one day when he comes to the Shiva temple. The moment Krishna said, look what your grandson has done, not only his physical eyes opened, but his Dibya Drishti also opened. So what transpires between the Lord and the devotee? No third person need know it. It is nobody else's business. It is an absolute personal communication between Lord and the devotee. These are high adhyatmic truths, spiritual truths, not religious truths. Because of these perceptions of the epic poets into the seed of reality, into the core of truth which runs our life, even though we are not aware of these things, the epics unconsciously influences us. The problem with modern writer is we limit our vision to our time alone. Man as he is, not man as an evolving human being, a man with a different destiny. But because of the limitations of our vision, somehow, present time being always full of disappointments, life being full of struggles, and the answer to the reason for the struggles will never be obtained unless we believe that there is an inner soul which is growing birth after birth after birth, and it has got every experience as a meaning in the ultimate analysis. Unless we have this kind of faith, Life will always remain a riddle. It is a paradox, but a paradox with God for the key. That is the vision they had. And because of the vision, even when there is a tragic thing written by them, it still expands our consciousness. And many of we, the modern writers, because we are detached from that epic roots of our tradition, we do not go into the originals, we do not try to understand the implications of the events which are on the surface only dramatic or tragic or comic, but within them always containing magnificent, untold truths of magnitude. That probably is the reason, and I believe modern writers, we become conscious of these things, and our own satisfaction as creative writers also would increase, and our readership will definitely be rewarded with something which is a gift from our consciousness, not only from our trade. Dear friends, thank you very much for a very kind hearing you have given me, dignified silence. Thanks a lot.
મનોજદાસની શૈલી અને એ શબ્દ પાછળનો ભાવાર્થ આપણા હૃદયને સ્પર્શી જાય એવો છે, કારણ કે આપણા મૂળિયા પણ પેલી બે મહાન કૃતિઓમાં, રામાયણ અને મહાભારતમાં આપણે અનુભવીએ છીએ. અને આજનો લેખક જ્યારે આ સંદર્ભો જુએ છે ત્યારે એમને જે કહ્યું એ અનટોલ્ડ ટ્રુથ, એક સત્યની શોધ જે એને શોધવાની છે, એ આજના લેખકની ફરજ છે. શ્રી અરવિંદે તો સંસ્કૃતિના 3 પાયા ગણાવ્યા છે. એમને કાલિદાસ ઉપર એક પુસ્તક લખ્યું છે ને એમાં આરંભે લખે છે કે ભારતીય સંસ્કૃતિના 3 પાયા છે. પહેલો પાયો રામાયણ, કે જેને મૂલ્યનિષ્ઠ જીવનની સ્થાપના કરી. બીજો પાયો એ મહાભારત, જેણે બૌદ્ધિક ઉત્થાન સર્જ્યું. અને ત્રીજો પાયો એ કાલિદાસ, જેણે સૌંદર્યનો મહિમા કર્યો. તો આ આપણા જે પરંપરામાંથી આવેલી કથા સાહિત્ય છે એ આજે પણ આપણી અંદર જીવતા રહે છે. મનોજદાસનો